Imagine a single idea so powerful it changes how we see everything. What if one man's theory shifted humanity's view of itself, not as the center of creation, but as a small yet significant part of nature's vast, intricate design? That man was Charles Darwin, and his revolutionary idea of evolution would reshape science, faith, and the world forever. Born in the quiet town of Shrewsbury, England in 1809, Charles Darwin wasn't your typical future revolutionary. He was a curious, nature-loving boy who found more joy in exploring fields and collecting beetles than in pursuing the medical career his father had envisioned for him. This insatiable curiosity, this deep connection to the natural world, was the spark that would ignite a scientific firestorm. It was this passion that led him to embark on a journey that would alter the course of history, a 5-year voyage across the globe aboard a small ship, the HMS Beagle. For 5 long years, Darwin sailed the world's oceans. He wasn't just a passenger. He was an observer, a collector, a thinker, meticulously studied strange creatures, exotic plants, and ancient fossils, documenting everything he saw. From the coasts of South America to the remote islands of the Pacific, each discovery was a piece of a puzzle he didn't yet know he was solving. The world was his laboratory, and he was its most dedicated student. Then, he arrived at a place that would become legendary in the annals of science: the Galápagos Islands. Here, among volcanic rocks and unique wildlife, Darwin noticed something extraordinary. He observed finches, but they weren't all the same. Each island seemed to have its own version, with beaks of different shapes and sizes. Some were thick and strong, perfect for cracking tough nuts, while others were slender and sharp, ideal for picking insects from bark. It was a revelation. These finches were perfectly adapted to their specific environments. It wasn't just a random variation. It was a clue, a whisper of one of nature's greatest secrets, that species weren't fixed and unchangeable. They could, and did, change over time. Returning to England, Darwin was a man transformed, his mind buzzing with this radical new idea. But he didn't rush to announce his findings. For over 2 decades, he painstakingly gathered more evidence, conducted experiments, and corresponded with fellow naturalists. He wrestled with the profound implications of his theory, knowing it would challenge long-held beliefs about creation and humanity's place in the world. He was filled with doubt, not about his evidence, but about how the world would receive it. Finally, in 1859, after years of silent, diligent work, Darwin gathered the courage to publish his groundbreaking masterpiece on the origin of species. The book was an instant sensation. In its pages, he laid out his theory of natural selection, the elegant yet brutal mechanism driving evolution. He proposed that life is a constant struggle for existence, and individuals with traits that give them a slight edge are more likely to survive, reproduce, and pass those advantageous traits to their offspring. It was survival of the fittest, a process unfolding over millions of years, sculpting life into the incredible diversity we see today. The reaction was immediate and explosive. The world was shocked. Many religious leaders and members of the public condemned him as a heretic, a man who sought to remove God from creation. The press caricatured him as an ape, mocking his suggestion that humans shared a common ancestor with other primates. But others saw him as a visionary, a genius who had finally unlocked the mystery of life. Scientists and freethinkers rallied around his work, recognizing the immense explanatory power of his theory. Over time, the evidence mounted. From the fossil record to genetics, every new discovery seemed to confirm the fundamental principles Darwin had laid out. His theory became one of the foundational cornerstones of modern biology, transforming not just how we study life, but how we understand everything from medicine to agriculture. Charles Darwin didn't set out to start a revolution or challenge belief. His quest was for truth. He followed the evidence wherever it led with honesty and intellectual courage. In doing so, he revealed the breathtaking beauty, the mind-boggling complexity, and the relentless power of evolution, a process that shaped our past, defines our present, and will continue to shape our future. He wasn't just a scientist. He was the man who explained how life changes, and in the process, showed us why we are all connected in this grand, unfolding story of life. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey into the life of Darwin as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more stories about the ideas that changed our world. See you next time.